Hello, welcome to my channel, Wing Spiritual Clarity. My name is Wendy Wing. I'm going to be doing a reading for the collective, starting with a Kali Oracle deck. Ooh, Mahakali, 16. I think this was the first card. I'm pretty sure this is the first card I ever pulled for this when I got this Oracle deck. So, yay. Back around. I remember thinking, look at all her arms. She has so many arms. So capable. So many things that she can do. All right, Mahakali. Her magnificence steadies the anxious mind and reassures the heart of the empowering grace that arises through trust in her. Attempting to fathom the wisdom behind the workings of the Divine Mother would be like trying to cram an entire ocean into a teacup. Such wisdom is vast, and our perspective is limited. Yet we don't need to understand divine will to benefit from it. Better to allow her creativity, resourcefulness, and unlimited vision to take effect in our lives, bringing us every grace necessary for our blessed fulfillment. Love that. So it's not needing to know everything. I don't believe our human minds can retain all that is. It's impossible. But so there needs to be a trust, and a trust in a divine plan. I'm finding that in my life, I put my trust in others, and I'm learning that the trust really lies within me, trusting myself to make decisions that are right for me, trusting to use my intuition to guide me. And yeah, I might not know everything for sure. I don't know a lot, but I am getting better and better at using my discernment and my intuition. So chances are that as you're tuning in, that you are probably on a very similar path. So your angelic card right now for this reading is protection for the vulnerable heart. Number 10. Vulnerable hearts can be powerful, open, honest, and wise. To remain in such a state of heightened openness, such souls need a safe protective field from potentially undermining influences. Spiritual protection is available for all of us. However, there are times when we feel particularly vulnerable and have a greater need for spiritual light to secure and seal our path. This protection allows our hearts to remain sensitively tuned into what is happening, so we know which steps to take. This oracle brings a message that when we feel the most sensitive or uncertain, we are very open to spiritual blessings. There are blessings that want to find their way into your world, and your heart is providing protection and sanctuary in more ways than you know. Keep your heart open to spiritual grace. Love that. I know I learned this really beautiful lesson about a month ago, where I was feeling defensive, scared, intimidated, just up against some fear pictures. And what I found is, as my defenses were up, I couldn't read the situation correctly. Yes, that might protect me in some sense, having my defenses up, but it blocked my ability to receive blessings and be able to read the situation or other energies in the room, if that makes sense. So if you are an open-hearted person and lead with your heart, there's this calling, this of bringing in light this space is protected by Archangel Michael. It looks like a tube of white light protection, and you're welcome to tune into that as well. And if you want to even invite Archangel Michael to create that tube of light for you as well, that keeps out low vibrational energies and keeps you safe in the higher light. So just a suggestion. Your animal totem for today is fox, adaptability. Adapt to the changes that are happening. So with these cards, I'm getting there's a need for reminding you that you are cared for, you are protected, you can adapt. It feels like you might be in a time where something in your environment is changing. Your ideas are changing, your beliefs are changing. You might be moving. As I'm tuning in, it feels like a lot of you are really shifting, like big shifts. Shifts in jobs, shifts in where you live, shifts in the groups that you are you circulate within, like you're releasing people who no longer who might just not be working for your highest and greatest good. And so with all this change, it might make you feel a bit unstable or vulnerable in your heart space. And there's just this beautiful energy of remembering that you are protected and to bring in that light. Alrighty. So this is a reading for the collective, so take what resonates and leave the rest. Thank you all for your comments and your likes and subscribing. I really appreciate that, and I appreciate you. Thank you for joining me today. All right, so in your past, you were in the energy of joy and stability. 4 is a real foundational number too, so it feels like you hit this Queen of Cups mode where you're very focused, nurturing, healing, stable, intuitive, caring. It looks like you were able to get to this joy and stability by walking away from something that was no longer in your highest and greatest good. It looks like you also found joy and stability because you now recognize someone who comes to you with immaturity. And it also feels like new ideas, a new perspective and way of seeing things. So it does feel like you've shifted your perspective on many things. It feels like a lot of karmic cycles have come to a close. I don't have any 9s or 10s out yet, but that's what I'm sensing is just psychically reading the energy. It looks like you've let go of one of the karmic cycles might be punishment. Like maybe you and some people or you and a person were stuck in like a punishment cycle where I'm getting like resentment, like and blame. Maybe you are blaming them and they're blaming you and you're just constantly resenting and blaming each other. And that's very punishing type of game. And by letting go of these aspects, these karmic cycles, you've found a new inner strength and focus. And again, compassion has come up. So while you've raised your vibration and you've shifted into this new space, it looks like you aren't, this is for some of you are still working through this. Like, I realized this punishing cycle. I don't want to be around people who do this because I'm now out of it. And I feel for people who are still stuck in it. I have compassion for people who are still stuck in this, not able to take responsibility and not being accountable for your own actions and behavior, and a need. So it's very ego driven, needing to blame others instead of the buck stops here and taking responsibility. So, all right, in your present time, you are in the energy of seek. It looks like you're working on finding your own rules, your own values, your own, what is it that I value? What is it that I find worthy and worthwhile? It's like you're letting go of, excuse me, you're letting go of societal roles, or maybe even how family dictates things be, and finding your own specific way of seeing yourself and the world around you. You're able to juggle multiple issues. It seems like whatever you've overcome in the past has helped you blossom. Sounds so, but really like an ability to see much more of what needs to take place. It's like you opened up a lot of chakras that might have been closed down or underused, undervalued, and you're now working more with your full chakra column. You're working really hard on you, on some kind of project at work maybe, or a hobby that you're just so focused on. Others might be like, well, where's the results? I don't see any results. But you see, you've got this long-term view, and you can see that your hard work will pay out because you've closed out cycles. You really, there's something that's coming to an end, like a definite end. And part of that end is what was attached to that cycle that you're ending is about being really isolated and alone. Maybe some of you really quarantined really hard, like it was an Olympic event, and or something like that, where you're very isolated and alone, and you're shifting your energy with these new perspectives. You're walking away, you're taking really difficult, you're making really difficult choices that are in your best interest. And so closing that cycle of isolation and being alone. It's also closing a cycle on something that where you felt apathy apathetic about life and uninspired. Somehow you're coming out, and I'm definitely getting that butterfly vision of coming out and spreading your wings, and now you're seeing things from air instead of being the caterpillar. Neither one is better than the other. They're just different states. You can, as a butterfly, you can see things from a totally different perspective. And it looks like there was a lot of heartbreak and suffering. Maybe you've separated from a relationship where there was a third party. But you've done so much healing that you now have more of this fearless energy about you and passion, and you're very inspired to action. There's a lot of passion here. It's not just passion for a job either. It feels like you might be preparing for a new relationship, or you're in a new relationship, or you've got your eye on someone, because there is a lot of sexy energy coming in. So yay, collective. That looks good and feels good. Your higher self is in the energy of control. I've got an idea. Yes. So this is about self-discipline, not allowing your thoughts to take you into darker, denser areas. If it feels uncomfortable thinking it, why are you entertaining that thought? You know what I mean? So if you're thinking, oh, this isn't going to work out, this just is so difficult, and that, how are those thoughts helpful? I would like to switch my thoughts. I would like to raise my vibration and switch my thoughts to something that's more helpful. I'll take this one day at a time. I can get through this. Everything will be all right. So I think you get what I'm saying. Your challenge right now is seek the truth. Maybe you're doing an analysis, an autopsy, relationship autopsy is your challenge. Whatever this breakup was, it feels like your challenge is to not have to keep going back to the manipulation, the control, the misuse of power, that trying to pinpoint exactly and, you know, line by line where they screwed you over. And I get it. I'm part of the collective too, so this reading is for me as well. But it looks like by doing this relationship autopsy that I can feel this drag on the back of your aura, the energy, maybe even back body. It's just kind of keeps you from moving forward and raising your vibration and allowing the new energy to come in. The new energy is Four of Wands, another foundational energy. Celebration, joy, harmony, homecoming, like finding a new home within you. So that feels complete. I'm just going to leave it there, that there are lots of changes going on in your life. Obviously, there have been a lot of changes inside, internally, as well as externally. And you're safe within your heart. You're guided. You're divinely guided. You're divinely protected. You're divinely loved. Everything's going to be okay. All right. All right. I hope this was helpful. Thank you for joining and sharing your energies. Bye.